and welcome to Clearance Rate, a full wrap-up of the nation's residential property sales over the last week. And we are pretty much right smack bang in the middle of the winter season with steady results, really signalling another possible strong start to the key spring market. It's good news for those already in the market, but those ever-climbing prices are a real concern for first-time home buyers, especially in the key Sydney and Melbourne markets. New South Wales real estate editor Tim McIntyre joins me now with all the latest sales numbers. And Tim, a pretty steady clearance rate across all the major capitals last week.
Yeah, it was, Moira. Even though the winter season has kicked in and we're supposed to be seeing a slowdown, especially the eastern states are really forging ahead with good results. As we can see here, Sydney 76.4% is getting back up towards those spring levels from 566 auctions. Melbourne on 67% from 582. Those are the two most prevalent auction markets. Perth 75%, but from only 24 auctions, so really quite diminished that result there.
Yeah, indeed. And what are we seeing by way of private house sales over the last 7 days? Some good strong numbers as well?
Yeah, well, it's the same story again as has been for a while now. Sydney with most of the sales and the highest median, although it's starting to come off a little bit. It was up above 700 for a while there. Melbourne also back down below 500,000 for houses for the first time in a while. And Adelaide and Perth also slightly just coming off the ball while Brisbane's just plugging along.
If we wanted to buy an investment property, say in the form of apartment, what does the number from the last 7 days tell us about where we might be looking?
Well, the best value, as always, is in Adelaide. As we can see here now, the units are just underneath the 300,000 mark, but that being a market where growth isn't like it's not an extreme thing, then that's also something you have to bear in mind. Sydney right up there with 548,000 for units, although this has come a fair way back from the near 600,000 numbers we were seeing recently.
Yeah, I was going to actually start panicking if it actually cracked that $600,000 mark just for an apartment, usually a one or two bedder. It's pretty...
it's a bit much, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, run us through those overall capital values for the homes.
Okay, it was another huge week for Melbourne. We see here 1.9% growth, and basically it's been 7% over the last month for Melbourne, and that's huge figures. It's got them right up there to 11.4% for the year. Sydney, another positive move after there was speculation a few weeks back we might be seeing a bit of a price fall, but it's now been a month of positives for Sydney. Adelaide flat, Perth still falling from its market peak in previous times.
All right, that time of the week where we get to see the fabulous picks you have chosen from all the different houses on the market over the last 7 days. What have you got for us?
Well, this week we've got to look at some of the properties that are worth $2 million plus. This one is a 99-year-old home. First time on the market. Really
nice Federation style. You see a lot of these types in terms of that architectural style around Sydney and Melbourne and Brisbane also. Quite solid family homes, great bones in terms of the brickwork.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a sort of place that a lot of people would want to live, and someone proved that by paying $2.82 million at auction.
Hang on, you said over $2 million, but you're actually verging on $3 million for this property.
Close to $3 million for this one. That's about as good as a property gets in the suburbs of Sydney at the moment. All
right, let's have a look at some of these lovely green interiors. Look, obviously very old-fashioned, and it was fashionable in its day. That's an easy rip out. There's another picture as well to go with this. Like really daggy stuff. You can live in that, but you know, each day you'd be wishing that you had some brand new interiors there. What are we looking at in terms of the cost to buy a house like this?
Well, Moira, after paying $2.11 million for this property, any renovation rescues might have to wait until they save up a bit more cash.
This one, though, looks lovely. It looks like an apartment, nice and fresh, clean interiors.
Yeah, $2.025 million for this apartment in Manly, which even though it's a nice area, it does show that, you know, $2 million can still not get you a hell of a lot of space these days.
Tell me it's more than 2 bedrooms.
Yes, it is. It's actually 4-bedroom, which is lucky on that one.
Okay, so the equivalent sort of in terms of the interior size of what a house might be, say 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, you're still looking at that big $2 million mark, even though it's an apartment.
That's right.
Oh well, hopefully save up a little bit more and we'll see you again next week. Cheers.